Welcome to this training session today. This recording will provide a demonstration of how to use your dashboard. When you log into the SIR system, your name will appear in the top left corner. Form Approver will appear at the end of your name. As a form approver, you can also create SIR forms. To do this, click on the Create New SIR Form button. If there are multiple people involved in the incident, you would use the Create from Existing SIR Form button to create the additional SIR forms once the first SIR form has been created. The first grid on your dashboard, SIR Forms Awaiting Action, will list the SIR forms that have been sent to you from a form initiator to review and approve. To review a SIR form, click on the Review button. This will take you to the review page, so you can scroll through each of the sections of the SIR form. You can click on Edit and make any associated changes. Then you'll click Next to come back to the review page. You can also link SIR forms as well from the review page. And you can also reject back to the FI if multiple changes are required. And if you're not ready to submit, you can then return to your dashboard. The other feature that is available to form approvers is assigning a SIR form that is with another form approver to yourself. So this is useful if a form approver is away sick and the SIR form needs to be progressed. So to do this, click on the Assign Approver to Me button. This will then give you ownership of that particular SIR, and that will enable you to click on the review, make any associated changes, and then progress that through the workflow. The second grid on your dashboard lists all the SIR forms that have been created for your organisation or directorate and the status of where these are at. Any forms that appear in this grid you'll not be able to change. However, as a form approver, you can assign a SIR record to you if required, and you can only do that when the Assign Approver to Me button appears on those particular records. On your current filter, you have a number of different filters you can choose from. The Close filter is very useful to list all the SIRs that have been closed, and for the purposes of this training there is no closed forms in this particular test database at this stage. But it is very useful if you just want to search on all those that have been closed. For all organisation closed files, that will show you all the forms that have been closed for your organisation. The other filter I was just on was all my closed SIR forms. So if you haven't created any SIR forms yourself, no records will appear in those particular filters. So for a form approver, it is important that you show all my organisation SIR forms, as that will allow you to see everything that's been created for your organisation. To export the data from your grid, click on Export to Excel. Click on the Save prompt that appears, then select Open. The data from your dashboard will then appear in an Excel document. This is very useful for form approvers to use for reporting purposes and also to keep their CEO informed on the CERS that have been created for their organisation. To run the PDF report, click on the Report button and select OK. You acknowledge then that the information is confidential and must not be circulated to other parties outside your organisation. The system will then generate a PDF copy of the CER record you selected. So this can take a few minutes as it is downloading all the information that has been entered into the CER form. You'll then be prompted to either open or save the report. So I'm selecting Open. You'll then be presented with the PDF report. So at this point you can save, you can print, and you can also email the report to other parties as required. And the report will show all details of the information that's been entered at that point at the time the report was generated. So it's really important as a form initiator to get to know your dashboard, as this is really important for you to know how to navigate through your dashboard and review the associated CERS. The other feature that is available to form approvers is the Manage Form Approvers. So click on the Manage Form Approvers button. This screen will show you who all the form approvers are for your organisation, and they will appear in the top grid as shown. All form initiators are all employees that are within your organisation or commission directorate. When any employee logs into the CERS system, they will be known as a form initiator and their name will appear in this list. So at any time you need to assign the form approver status to someone in your list of form initiators, you find the relevant person in the list and then you assign the approver role to them by clicking on the button. Their name will then appear in the top grid as shown. This is really useful if an existing form approver is going on leave and someone's going to be acting in their position. This can easily be done from existing form approvers. When that person returns from their leave or whatever the absence may be, you would then remove that person as the form approver back down into the form initiator section. And to do that, you just go Remove Approver Role. So it's really important to get to understand how to assign form approvers to your organisation. We encourage you to download a copy of the Form Initiator Form Approver User Manual to assist you with this. But it is really important to note that in order to assign a form initiator as a form approver, they must log into the CERS system first and their name must appear in the form initiators list on this page. You can refer to this recording at any time you need assistance with understanding your dashboard. And as previously advised, we encourage you to download a copy of the user manual. Thank you.